So students, now we come to absolute value, the second point. Before doing absolute value, let me clear some concept in number lines, wherein you can get some questions, you may get some questions in parallel lines from those properties of number line. Okay? What are these basic properties? I'll just explain, okay? See, point number one, every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Naturally, positive integer is always greater than negative integer. Let me draw the number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, so on. Okay? So what does the property say? Every positive integer is always greater than every negative integer. So it is but natural. Negative integers all lies on the left. और जो भी left में है वो छोटा है. What is on the right is always bigger. That is the property of the basic property of the number line. Okay? And one property says there are infinite integers. There are infinite integers because on the right hand side I told you it is never ending. So infinite. On the left hand side it is never ending. Infinite number of integers. So there are infinitely numbered integers. Okay? There is no greatest integer, there is no smallest integer. It goes on and on. If you say 1 crore, 10 crore is the greatest, there is always 10 crore and 1 and 1 crore and 1. Like vice versa, in negative side also. So there is no greatest integer, there is no smallest integer. Then 0 is less than every positive integer. Naturally, 0 is to the left of every positive integer. So 0 is less than every positive integer. 0 is more than every negative integers because 0 is to the right of the negative integer. Whatever is to the right is more, is bigger. Whatever is to the left is smaller. Okay? Then every integer has one and only one successor. Successor means बाद में आने वाला. So say if the number is 3, it has got a successor 4. Similarly, they say every integer has one and only one predecessor. Naturally, if you take the example of minus 2, it has got a predecessor of minus 3. Predecessor to the left, successor to the right. Then it says there is no integer between any two consecutive integers. What does it say? Any two consecutive integers. Let us take say 3 and 4. So if we take 3 and 4, is there any integer between 3 and 4? No. There can be only fractions, which you will learn in the next chapter. There cannot be an integer between 3 and 4. So any two consecutive, now maybe some children know what is consecutive integers, some may not. So whoever doesn't know, let me clear the concept of consecutive integers. Consecutive integers means the neighbor integer. आपका जैसा flat है, neighboring flat, A side में है, A side में है. So if suppose we take 3, 2 and 3 are consecutive integers. Similarly, 3 and 4 are consecutive integers. एकदम बाजू वाला. Whereas 2 and 4 can never be consecutive integers. Okay? Consecutive means बाजू वाला. So 3 and 4 consecutive integers. 5 and 6 consecutive integers. Minus 4 and minus 3 consecutive integers. Immediate one. Okay? So there cannot be any integer between two consecutive integers. At least one between two non-consecutive integers. Now, non-consecutive, what does the rule says? Suppose there are two non-consecutive integers, there is at least one integer between two non-consecutive integers. Now, non-consecutive integers क्या होता है? बाजू वाला छोड़ दो, बाकी सब non-consecutive integers है. Say for example, if I take minus 4 and say minus 1, these two are non-consecutive integers because ये बाजू में नहीं है. Minus 4 का next door neighbor is minus 3 or minus 5. So if these two comes, then they becomes consecutive integers, a pair. Now minus 4 and minus 1, they are not consecutive integers. There are some integers between two non-consecutive integers. What are they? Minus 3 and minus 2. What does the property say? At least one. What does the property say? Though non-consecutive, between two non-consecutive integers, the rule says there is at least one integer. There can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, infinite. But at least one hoga. Now if I take 0 and 1, say for example 0 and 1 consecutive, 0 and 2 non-consecutive integers. Non-consecutive. 0 and 1 is consecutive. 0 and 2 is non-consecutive integers. Okay? Now between 0 and 2 there is one number, say 1. So 1 is the integer between two so between two consecutive integers there is at least one integer. 2, 3, 4 infinite हो सकता है, but 1 is must. That is the rule. Then all integers are greater than, an integer is greater than all integers that lie to its left. Whatever numbers are lying to the left, that integer is greater than all the integers lying to the left. Naturally, जो भी left में है छोटा है, so right में है, that is greater than. Similarly, all integers are less than, an integer is less than all the integers to its right. Now say for example, if I take minus 5, it will be less than all integers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, it will be less than minus 1, it will be less than minus 4, it will be less than minus 3. So minus 5 is less than all the integers which are to its right. Okay? Left होगा तो it is greater than, right होगा तो it is less than. 0 is less than every positive integer and greater than every negative integer. So we finish those properties. Not so important, but you must know. Now we come to absolute value. So what is absolute value? I told you